I move to a new city every month, and this month I decided to visit Montenegro. And I spent a total of $5.20. Everyone online says Montenegro is Europe's cheapest, most underrated beach destination. So I had to see if that was actually true. Because after living in Croatia and Albania last year, I had high hopes for this neighbor. But for some reason, the language barrier hit really hard here. Gabe almost got into a fight 2 times, which, if you know Gabe, that is just like unheard of. Like, how is that even possible? Let's just start with what 1,900 a month gets you in rent.
Zdravo! Welcome to my apartment. So we have the bedroom here. We did have to get a fan because there was no AC. Closet, pretty wide. A good, modern, bright kitchen. We have living room with a sofa bed, and then my favorite part, a desk. This stunning, stunning, stunning view.
And yes, the apartment is like 5 minutes away from the beach. It's at a great location. And the beach has been stunning, which is a big, big, big pro, especially for someone like me that's a beach lover. But there have been cons, and a lot of them. The biggest, like I mentioned, the language barrier. Usually it's not a problem. I've been traveling for 3 years now. There is a stereotype that the Balkans tend to be rude. I've experienced this in Croatia and Albania, but I realize that it's not that they're rude. It's just their direct translation to English comes off as very like cold and harsh. But deep down, once you get to know them, they're the most welcoming people. Like in all three, Montenegro, Croatia, and Albania, I have had the sweetest interaction with some locals, basically like them inviting me into their house, like giving me like their food, like just to show how welcoming they are. And now Gabe is the most chill guy. Like, if you guys know, you know that he's like as chill as a cucumber. And twice in this month, there was situations where I was like, okay, things are getting heated. Like, we all need to calm down. There was one where this guy, like this waiter, he was extremely rude to me because I had ordered like this fake wine and the wine was expired. Like, it clearly on the bottle said that it was expired. It had an expiration date. And I was like, excuse me, sir, like this actually tastes really bad. So I was like, can I have another one? And he was just like off the bat, like, have you ever had wine before? Just like super rude and snarky. And like, he's a waiter, like I am a customer. It doesn't matter what language you're in, what world we're in, like, you don't do that. But it's just like the way they express themselves, the way they come off is like very harsh, very rude. Like, we had many situations like that. It just rubs people the wrong way. Now, a lot of people online will portray Montenegro as the most budget country you can experience in Europe, especially for a beach destination. When honestly, I didn't find that to be the case. You'll see it for yourself when I go category by category in the cost breakdown. So, truthfully, I can't say that that's a pro that this country has, but on the other hand, a big, 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 big pro for me was this: the variety of landscapes that you can find in one country was like, wow, stunning. Some of the best I've ever seen in the world. And for a country that's honestly this small, like just like Albania, you can drive 2 to 3 hours and be basically anywhere in the country. I mean, there's even a ski town, and I feel like no one really knows that Montenegro has ski. Well, yeah, it has ski and it has a beach. Like, you could literally be at the beach or up skiing in 3 hours. There's a beach, there's mountains, there's the old town Europe vibe. We had some friends come to visit this month, and we basically did everything that you can imagine in a span of 2 weeks. So I feel like that's a good time to really get to know the country without being like back to back rushing. And during those 2 weeks, I had a couple moments where I was like, how is this real? Like, how is this place like this? There's one in specific that I would travel back to if I could, just to relive that experience. And to get there, you have to do the Kotor cable car, which is very famous. That is how you're going to get up to this place. You also, once you're going up, you have the mountain alpine coaster. It's a roller coaster built in to the mountain where you get the full view of like all of Montenegro landscape with the old town and the water. Now, once you get up there, you walk a little more and you're going to see this bar called Monte 1350. It is a place that they have built up with different kinds of seating, like they have food, they have drinks, they have live music. And as the sun sets, the day that I went was a live violin player. I was drinking the warmest, coziest cappuccino that was so, so, so creamy. It was just a moment that I was like, these are the moments that I want to relive. Like, we all got home and we just like stared at our phones and reliving the videos because it was that incredible. Like those moments that your eyes just can't believe, like, that's real. A second moment where I had that same feeling was going up to the Durmitor National Park. To this place, it's huge. This park is huge, but specifically to this place, it's called the Black Lake. You get to the Black Lake and you can actually do a hike all around it. And then once we finished, we did a cold dip into that lake. You're seeing these views and it kind of feels like you're in the middle of Switzerland. Like, what is this place? 3 hours ago, we were just in the water in the most stunning Montenegro Riviera, and now we're up here in the mountain. Now, the total cost breakdown that I'm about to reveal includes all these road trips that we did. We rented a car twice. Let me break it down category by category so you can see that for yourself. Hit that subscribe button if you want to keep seeing these cost breakdowns. For activities, we have $137.30. Airbnb, $1,965.12. Beauty, $17.64. Car rental, $223.71. Dining, $861.19. Gas, $60.24. Groceries, $573.45. The gym, $127.14. Hotels, this is for the 2 road trips that we did. We did spend a night in Kotor, and then we also spent a night in the Durmitor National Park. $218.40. Shopping, $21.87. The tourist tax, $69.35. This is something that they don't tell you about. You do have to pay €1 per person per night, and in cash. You have to go in person to this office, and you only have like 24 hours to do it. Like, it's this rule. If not, you get fined. Like, when we got there and they were telling us this, I was like, is this real? Like, nobody talks about this. Like, is everyone doing this? But I don't know. We did it. So you do have to pay that, and in cash. So make sure you take cash. Transportation, $109.80. This was just a taxi to and from the airport, bringing the total to $4,385.20. Is this more or less than what you expected? I mean, it is less than last month in Nice, France, but not by that much. And I'd honestly say it's pretty head to head to the other cities that I've been in. You can compare it to Lisbon, Dubai, Croatia, Albania, Medellin. I have all those over here in a series. Definitely not what people paint it to be as the most budget country in all of Europe. So would I recommend Montenegro? Yes, but with conditions. If you want stunning landscapes, epic experiences like that cable car that I did at sunset, and you don't mind a little chaos, come now. It's beautiful and it still feels like undiscovered. You still feel like you're the first of a few to get to enjoy this like hidden gem. But if you get easily stressed, if you don't have the patience to sit down if a road is closed or if there's non-stop traffic, like cars are not moving, then maybe wait 2 years. The construction is everywhere. The roads right now are being built. Like, the highway is being constructed as we speak. And even the locals will tell you, like, come back in 2 years. Like, we're in the process of being built. So for me personally, I loved the month that I was here. But truthfully, I wouldn't do more than 2 months. And that surprised me because on paper, Montenegro had everything that was on my list, like everything that I looked for in a country. But here's what I learned after 3 years of traveling full time. The place that I eventually want to settle into needs to have community. And I feel like building a community here, especially with the language barrier, it's gonna be a bit hard. Anyways, this month I am trying something completely different. I have just landed in a beach town in Turkey, and this might be my favorite month yet of the year so far. If you want to see how Turkey compares to Montenegro, the cost, the culture, I mean, all of it while I explore it for a month, subscribe. I'm going to do the same cost breakdown every single month, and some of the places I have lined up for the rest of the year might surprise you. You can find all of my Montenegro recommendations linked down below in the description, and I'll see you from Turkey.